NoFap Day 8, hit the music. Focus camera, now this is a story all about how my life got flipped upside down. Now I wanna take a minute, so sit right there. Let me tell you how I became the prince of watching porn online. In Fayetteville, North Carolina, born and raised. On my bed, watching porn is where I did most of my days. Sitting, cutting, beating, and meat and eating shit. I was just so freaking pathetic. When a couple of girls who was fine as hell started making trouble in my freaking pants, I got so damn scared and ran all the way home. I started beating their mouth to porn. That didn't make any sense, so I'm just gonna freestyle. Watching porn online. Day fap, no fap. Day 8 is in the books. Day 8 about to go to day 9 freestyle. Don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna cut this part out and let's go. Day fap, no fap. Day 9, no fap. 8, no fap. Day 8. Let's go now. What's up, you guys? It's NoFap Day 8 of 90. How you guys doing? Doing pretty good today. Actually, after class got out at like, what time did class get out? Class got out, my last class was at like 2:50. I ended up going to Starbucks and like on my laptop and just messing around because I didn't want to go back home at around 4 o'clock and have to deal with urges. So I just say, you know what, let me go to Starbucks and just pass time by. I took my laptop and just did a bunch of random things in there with that. That was pretty much it. But let me tell you, this weekend coming up, because we're in the summer semester right now at my college. We're in the summer semester, so we don't have school on Fridays. So today's Thursday. Tomorrow, hey, I'm gonna have to survive the day somehow. We'll do it though. Now let's see what we're gonna talk about today. Let's talk about one of the reasons why I'm trying to like, I'm not gonna say not masturbate again, but probably good chance for I'm probably not gonna do it a whole lot more ever. Let me tell you the reasons why. Because I think you may know how I feel. Like guys like the guys that doing NoFap, like a lot of us are doing it for various different reasons, but I'm doing it for pretty much everything. You know, the confidence, everything you can think of. And if you guys, I don't know if you guys ever noticed that if you've been addicted to porn as long as like we have for like since I was watching it since I was like 12, 13 and masturbating to it. Pictures online of chicks. I think you guys have know how I feel about that. I think after a while, after you keep masturbating to pictures of chicks online and watching porn at the same time, eventually you're gonna train your brain to only be aroused by pixels, pictures, Facebook pictures, Twitter pictures, whatever you want to call it. Pictures of chicks bending over backwards with a pitcher of water on their back. I don't know what I'm talking about now. But anyway, if you've been masturbating to this since you were 12 to present, and viewing porn at the same time, having a bunch of tabs open and doing all that stuff, you're gonna train your brain to be turned on by pixels. And I found that after I got done masturbating to porn, I had no urge at all, no desire at all to actually talk to real life chicks. That's why a lot of guys know NoFap was like socially anxious and awkward and all that, like I was. Same a little bit, because you know, you don't really, if you masturbate to porn 3 times a day, every day, since you were like 12 or 13, you're probably not gonna be too interested in chicks, especially when you get older, like about to graduate high school, college. At that point, you already your brain's already pretty messed up. So it's like, it's like I have no desire to talk to chicks. But if you quit masturbating and watching porn, what else are you gonna do? Just sit in your room all day. Eventually, you're gonna be like, okay, this is stupid. I don't want to masturbate anymore. I'm gonna go out there and talk to some real chicks, which is, bam. Now when I first started, I'm gonna tell you guys when I first started, the very first day of when I say okay, I'm gonna quit masturbating and watch porn, I was actually watching a bunch of NoFap videos on YouTube. I was getting happy because people were talking about the effects of masturbating and porn and how it makes you awkward and anxious, and pretty much talking about all the qualities and bad habits that I was doing. So I said, well, this day could be pretty good. So I was like really excited. I was pumped up. Okay, a lot of different personality issues. So I was like, if I did this NoFap thing, this would be pretty cool. This would be the magical fix. So that same night, I said, this woman, I was excited. But guess what? I relapsed. I relapsed like an hour later to a picture of Miley Cyrus. Tisk. But anyway, yeah. Actually, I relapsed twice. I relapsed once, and I just did it again really quickly. I was like, okay, now I'm good. Now you're gonna start this NoFap challenge. So from then on, I went about a week. Was it a week? I don't know. It was a few days, but in those few days, I was edging like hell. Boy, I cheated my ass off. Edging like I was one point where I was edging for like a straight hour, almost an hour and a half straight edging. Ain't that some shit? An hour and a half of edging. To me, because when you program your brain looking at 90 days reboot, 90 days, you focus on either streaks or getting to 90 days. So when you this your first time doing NoFap and you get to 4 days, you like pretty serious about it. So in my mind then, if I was edging, but I didn't relapse, if I didn't orgasm, I'm good. So I was literally edged like an hour and a half, hours, 30 minutes almost every day. Then before I went to sleep, put pictures up on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, twerking videos, and I would edge for like a good 20 minutes and go to bed like 2 o'clock in the morning time. I didn't orgasm though, so I was like, I'm still in NoFap. But eventually, months later, I said, okay, this is stupid. This is not really. Well, I went 60-something days during that time. I went 60-something days, believe it or not. After a couple of weeks of edging and doing whatnot, I eventually just kind of like faded out. I just stopped. I just didn't really feel like masturbating anymore. I went to the mini flat line. Didn't really feel like masturbating anymore. I found it was more attractive. But then on day 65, somewhere in the 60s, guess what happened? I was browsing Twitter. I seen this picture. Long story short, ended up relapsing that night. I told myself, I'm cured. What if I just masturbated every 4 days? I should be good. 4 days later, masturbated. That's good so far, right? No. Then it was 4 days later, masturbated. Then it was 3 days later, masturbated. Then it was 2 days. Then it was 1 day. Then 7 months later, we're here at this point. Now, I went 11 days of hard mode one time, and then that's when you were on like day 11. I went 11 and 12 days of hard mode, and you realize when you get to day 11 or 12, from my personal experience, when you start feeling all the benefits, more confidence, you really don't care about anything. You really feel good about yourself. Your penis, your balls are probably on fire. I feel like I had the ocean about to explode outside of me. One of the days. One day I was in class on, I think it was day 11 or 12, probably 11, and I literally, I had like this huge urge like to masturbate just in class right there. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it in class. So I like reached into my pants and say, nope, I'm not doing it. Right after that, I felt extremely confident. Felt good as hell. But eventually I relapsed. And then it was months. It was like it was like a good 3-4 months of binging. I would go for a couple of days, then binge. Relapse and then binge. It was a 6 cycle. So now we're here on day 8. Well, yeah, day 8, about to be 9. So that's when I knew. Relapsed in the car at night, late at night. It was just stupid. So then I knew. I probably should take this serious. And so here I am. This is why I'm quitting. And I know a lot of people say, well, masturbation is completely healthy, which it is. As long as you don't do the porn with the shoe. But if for guys like me and a lot of you guys out there who are addicted to porn and masturbation, I think it'd be pretty stupid to say, on your 90-day journey, I'm giving you permission to masturbate. You give yourself permission to masturbate. I'm gonna do it once a week. Where that once a week can easily turn into twice a week, then 5 times a week, then bam, you're back on habit trail. That's why it's best to go 90 days complete hard mode. Well, actually, I'm doing hard mode by default because I'm the girl first. What am I gonna do? You know, hard mode by default. You know. So that's why I personally think it's kind of weird to say, you know, you can masturbate on your NoFap journey, but just do it not to porn. But then you can easily after that first orgasm, you can be like, well, I'm gonna watch a little porn. There you go. That's why I'm not doing it. I know a lot of guys doing that, but hey, that's you. You have guys doing NoFap for eating, confidence reasons. Oh yeah, I almost forgot this point. I think go to Google and type in like it's NoFap making porn making my social anxiety worse. That's one of the first forums I was reading. I put the link in the description. I was reading the whole page full of guys talking about how when they quit porn they became more confident and they were just on day 8 they approached a bunch of chicks and just got their numbers, and then I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. That's when I first started NoFap. So yeah, it was pretty cool. I'm gonna cut this video off now. We're on day 8. Wait, tomorrow's day 9. That's a Friday. No school. We got Saturday, Sunday, so Monday will be day 12 again. So if I survive this gauntlet of weekend, hopefully, I should be supercharged Monday for day 12. I'll see you guys later. Don't relapse.